Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys to spend a moment with me in the present, right here, right now. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff, and then we're just going to be here in the present because I think there is enough chatter on social media. I think there's enough people telling you their opinions and why you need to share them. I think there is enough anger and debate and frustration. So you don't need to be getting any of that from me today. So what I'm going to ask you to do first is just take a breath. That's all I'm asking is just breathe in, hold it, and just breathe out. That's all it is. That's literally if you want the entire idea of Buddhism and mindfulness and Taoism and being in the present, if you want all of that knowledge, like 4,000 years of knowledge in one single sentence, it's literally just breathe. That's all you have to do. Don't think about the future because the future doesn't exist yet. There's no point worrying about future situations. There's no point stressing or fretting because it doesn't exist. And when the future happens and it becomes the present, you have all the tools and all the knowledge and everything you need to deal with it in that moment. You don't need to prepare as much as you think you do. And the past is gone. The past is history. It doesn't exist anymore either. Stop thinking about all the regrets. Stop thinking about any of the issues and dramas and weird things that you said in weird situations because none of it exists anymore. And the people who you said them to, they don't exist anymore either. They've changed, you've changed, we've all moved on. So just exist in the present and allow yourself to be mindful and here right now with me. So again, let's just breathe. So breathe in and out. So I've been thinking about this topic for a while. And it's something that's pretty important to me. And I think it should be pretty important to anybody. So, sorry, I'm just gonna let this person pass. It's what you get. You live in a country place, you're gonna get trucks driving by and dogs barking. But anyway, I think this topic is very interesting to me because it's something that I struggle with all the time, trying to be in the present, the here and now. I spend a lot of my time, or I'll rephrase that. I used to spend a lot of my time worrying about the future, dreading situations, worrying about having to text somebody or having to call somebody or what I'm going to do next week. And by living in the present, I eliminate so much of that worry and so much of that stress. And I felt it in my body. Like my body is less stressed now. I can feel it physically in how my body is reacting to things. My stomach is quieter. My going to bed is easier. Like literally so many things have changed just by breathing and doing that breath exercise that I was doing with you. And by living in the present and not allowing my mind to wander out into the future or wander back into the past. So it's very difficult, but meditation and mindfulness always say that, like, when your mind wanders, you just bring it back. You don't get angry. You don't get frustrated. You just bring it back to the present, bring it back to your body and what your body's telling you and what you're doing. And you bring it back to the breath. And that is so underrated. Like I can't overemphasize or overstress how meaningful and impactful it is. So that's basically the main part of what I wanted to share today. A bit of a shorter video for you guys, but again, just breathe, just be in the present, here and now. Why worry about situations out of your control? Because life is kind of out of your control. You know, once you accept that we don't really have any control over anything and we could go at any time and, we could go at any time. I was gonna get detailed and specific in how we could go, but you guys can imagine. So, yeah, I think the moral of the story is just breathe. The world's a beautiful place. Take in the signs and the smells and the sights and the sounds, and just breathe. Okay. Forest yoga mindfulness lesson over. That being aside, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I love you lots. Find something that makes you smile today. Do something just for you, and just be here in the present, because that's all we have. And that's still pretty great. Anyway, bye guys. I'll see you later.